Hello, fellow Murdlers! Today is Sunday, July 21st, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today we have the murder that was next to a king-size bed murder, and we have 3 6x6 grids with suspects, locations, and weapons. Our red murder clue today is Logico determined the murder took place in the private suite. So we can go ahead and say our where is the private suite, which makes sense with today's title. The king-size bed is in the private suite, and we'll use our clues and evidence and our detective's notebook to figure out who was in the private suite and how they committed the crime. Let's meet our suspects. Although they should look familiar, these are our murderers from this last week. We have Miss Ruby, Baron Maroon, Captain Slate, Lady Violet, Senor Emerald, and Lord Lavender. The weapons today are a bottle of Cabernet toilet wine, a gold watch, a diamond-encrusted skeleton key, a lawyer, a Murdle board game, which I think is coming out pretty soon. I'm very excited for that, and a rope of designer clothes. Locations today are the Michelin-starred cafeteria, the tennis court, the movie theater, the rec room, the spa, and the private suite. All right, let's go ahead and check out our clues and evidence. Lady Violet was seen by a video game console. Okay, so that's going to be the rec room. Play video games. So we've got Lady Violet in the rec room. Let me make sure I've got my columns correct here. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let's see, we have an anagram, a red drop, so that's going to be the bottle of Cabernet toilet wine. This is something that we've kind of discussed in the tutorials and other puzzles in this location. There isn't anything saying look for a red drop left behind, but that is the wine, and we kind of just know that from previous puzzles, and also that nothing else would necessarily leave a red drop. So a red drop was discovered beside, and this is going to be another classic for this puzzle, the non-GMO dinner, but this one is spelled out a bit more specifically, so non-GMO. Okay, so that means that the wine was in the cafeteria, so I'll put that there. Traces of a weapon made of paper were found in the movie theater. All right, let's check out the composition of our weapons here. We're looking for paper. Could be the Murdle board game, and I think it is. Okay, so the Murdle board game was in the movie theater. Okay. Miss Ruby had a diamond-encrusted skeleton key. Very straightforward, so we'll give the diamond-encrusted skeleton key to Miss Ruby. Baron Maroon, well, there we go. Same thing, brought a Myrtle board game. So now we also know Baron Maroon's location, so we can put that in. Whoever had a lawyer was right-handed. Okay, so we already know the weapons for these two, so I'm going to skip them. Left-handed, right-handed, could be Lady Violet, left and right. So we're between Lady Violet and Lord Lavender, so I'm going to cross off Captain Slate and Senor Emerald for the lawyer, and we know that it must be one of these two. The second tallest suspect was seen with a rope of designer clothes. Actually, before I do that, I also wanted to say the lawyer, then, oh wait, we already had that. Never mind. Forget that. Okay, the second tallest suspect was seen with a rope of designer clothes. So for the last one, the lawyer right-handed, we were able to kind of ignore these two because we were just looking for somebody who didn't have a weapon yet, who was right-handed. But since we're looking at the second tallest suspect, that is going to be a global reference. So that needs to be in relation to all of the available suspects. So I am going to start here with 5'6", 6'2", 5'5", 5 feet, 5'8", and 5'9". I think that's Lord Lavender is the second tallest. Baron Maroon is the tallest. And yeah, 5'9" is the second tallest. So Lord Lavender, so we know Lady Violet did have the lawyer, and that will also put the lawyer in the rec room because it was between these two for the lawyer. So we can do that. And Lord Lavender had the rope of designer clothes. Let's see, because we know, trying to see if we can eliminate, yeah, because we know that Lord Lavender did not have the bottle of Cabernet toilet wine, we can eliminate the cafeteria for Lord Lavender, and then these two are already eliminated because we've already paired them with the suspects. Okay, this fingerprint was found in the spa. That's going to be Miss Ruby. I see kind of like this little fork thing here. Okay, so Miss Ruby was in the spa. So that rounds out Miss Ruby's weapon and location, diamond-encrusted skeleton key in the spa. Senor Emerald was seen on the tennis court. Okay. So we're still trying to figure out, we've got either Lord Lavender or Captain Slate in the private suite. So let's see what other information, oh, here we have it. Okay, so because we know Lord Lavender was not in the cafeteria, that leaves only Captain Slate for the cafeteria, which then leaves only Lord Lavender for the private suite, which makes Lord Lavender a murderer today. So we have Lord Lavender with a rope of designer clothes in the private suite. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the accusation here, but before we finish out, let's just take a moment and finish up the rest of the grid. Okay, so we know that Captain Slate then must have had the bottle of Cabernet toilet wine in the cafeteria, and Senor Emerald must have had the gold watch. And I'll just take an extra second and fill the rest of these out. Okay, so there's everything all filled out. And again, we have Lord Lavender with a rope of designer clothes in the private suite. Let's go ahead and see if we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along with me today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow.